Good morning. Welcome back. Or should I be saying that to myself? Welcome back to me and you. To X4. Been a while. I do apologize for taking off last weekend. I just kind of needed some headspace to myself. We are in our busy season currently. So related to work anyways. So I've been kind of needing some downtime. I don't know how long today's stream will be. It may be a little bit shorter. I do have things related to work to take care of today as well. So it may not be too long today, but I did want to stream because I didn't stream last weekend. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to be jumping in to the game. I've been playing this offline, so I think the last time I streamed this, we were just starting to build, what was it, the stations, I believe, in Boron space, and we've come quite a ways since then. Quite a long ways, as you'll see in a second. I did turn DLSS on. I forgot that I had turned that off, and it was something that was recommended to me that you probably should turn that on if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, because it does help with the frame rate. And I thought for some reason that it didn't help, but it actually does help. So hopefully that helps with frame rate. Not that I really had an issue in this. It was more like when I played Interworlds, that was when we had issues. And maybe that's what I should have done then, but I also didn't know. So at some point I do want to return to Interworlds, but not for a bit. They need to fix the bugs in the current build, at least for X4, I mean, not for Interworlds. The exploration bug is really a pain in the butt. That's kind of the big one. Specifically because you send out your explorers and sometimes they don't show up on the map, the stuff they've explored. So it doesn't really seem, doesn't make much sense to me to continue to have, to continue to play that as a result of that. So right now we're actually good to go. I've explored most of known space, so there's no reason to really worry about that. But in Interworlds, I would like that fixed before I try to play it. Maybe we'll do a rebel run on that. I think last time, I did play like one of the hardest starts for the game. I don't know why I did that. I really don't. I have no idea why I did that. We'll go ahead and turn this up again. This is the X4 Timelines OST. In case you're wondering what it is. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Just saw that. Let's jump in here. So, actually, I probably should pause this for a second. So again, here's the known universe, or known galaxy. Yeah, this is a universe, right? Is X4 is a universe, right? Not just a galaxy. Might be a galaxy. This might be the known galaxy, I think, because these are separate star sectors. Yeah. So here's a known galaxy, and we are over on this side, this little patch here, whereas everyone else is over. Well, a lot of these other places. This is not the default X4 map. This is what Remergence does. It takes it back to more of an X3 type of map, I believe. And also I think it has some customization in there that they put in. But one of the other mods that I have is I believe it's which one does that? Actually. Is it Deadair? maybe the Deadair dynamics. Yeah, it must be the Deadair scripts that does this, but basically what Deadair does is it makes the Xenon more of a threat, and the VRO and XRE tend to give the Xenon a bit more options in that regard. So there have been quite a few skirmishes over here. The Pioneers have gone in here, didn't make it real far. They got their butts blasted pretty quickly. There have been a few excursions from the Xenon space into here. They got pretty close to building that defense station. There were a couple of other skirmishes around, specifically over here in Holy Vision. As you can see, they got somewhat close until these other hop fleets showed up. It was actually a pretty big push. There was like 3 Ks that actually managed to jump in here and blow up a bunch of stuff. So yeah, they made it pretty quick, pretty far in there. Where are the other ones? Quite a few pushes. The Xenon are really starting to expand certain areas. So I think they're at Evolution 10 now. So they should be at their max. And they are more of a threat. I also did up the amount of fleets that they can get. So there's more of them. There should be more fleets hanging around anyways. There's a couple other places. Oh, right down here. Right. So I did end up building a field coil factory, and it's been doing pretty good. As well as a plasma conductor factory for that factory. They've been doing pretty good work in this territory. It's been helping the boron out. They've been building a lot more as a result of it. So I did help them come back. Something I didn't realize is that the cock, they actually did come back. I don't know if Deadair actually affects them or not, but they seem to be doing pretty well. And I guess VRO maybe gives them extra units because they get destroyers in this version. I've never seen that before, unless that's base game. I never really got real far in base game, now that I think about it. But there's destroyers in here that they use to blow up a whole lot of stuff. And the boron have kind of been keeping them at bay for the time being. I don't know how long that'll last. But I am building down here in Watchful Gaze because it has some pretty good resources. Pretty much has everything but ice and iridium. Ice seems to be kind of a rarity, and the only place for ice really that's close is, I think, it's somewhere in here, I think. Yeah, up here. So either Morningstar 4 or all the way back up here to Rolk's Demise. And Rolk's Demise has a lot. It's a 5-star in ice, so hopefully I won't really need that. The boron also have really cheap water, so it shouldn't matter that much. I don't think I need water to sustain what I'm doing. I'm not real worried about that. Unless I want to make food, in which case that would become a problem. But I am building a defense station down here. Did a design of defense platform. Got a walrus to build it. I do have a couple sturgeons, not currently doing a whole lot. He's going to go get some stuff for me. There's for some reason, I think it's because of my Terran background, there's a couple of components in here that don't really make a whole lot of sense of why I need them. It's Computronic substrates and wait, where am I? Yeah, substrate and silicon carbide, which are Terran specific. I don't know where I need them from. I think it's this, the sector-wide radar system requires that. I don't know if that's because of my Terran character or what. I think it probably is. But otherwise, I have a small fleet going now. I have a Ray, a couple Marlins, and a Guppy. And the Guppy is loaded out with a bunch of fighters, a couple other additional fighters, and a couple of Hydras and Threshers. So I have a small fleet here. The reason being is because the Xenon in this sector have been going crazy. Like, there have been some huge skirmishes in here. They've yet to go through this, though. That for some reason they don't want to push out of this sector. I'm trying to figure out why. Now, they've come in to Getsu, so I keep thinking it's Getsu Fine. watchful gaze. They have come out here and they have gone into Heretic's End. I don't know for what reason they did that, but they have pushed out of there a couple times. I'm still trying to figure out why they did that. Might be because this was where I was originally going to build a defense platform, but I realized that the moment that I put that down, they would already be on top of it. It would take me too long to build it, because they do sally out every once in a while into that sector. But for some reason, again, they don't seem to want to come down here. Maybe it's because of these defense stations. I have no idea. And I'm not gonna be taking that. That's pretty bad. Why is that so bad? There's so many resources in here. It's weird. I don't know why it's like that. But yeah, that's all caught up. That's really about what I've been doing. I guess really not that much, but at the same time, enough. I do have a couple of traders that need to be doing something. They haven't been doing anything. Because things have started to actually cool down a bit. What I might do, I think I'm going to assign you over here. We already have 2 of them. There's no reason to do that. I was going to expand a couple things. I was probably going to do silicon. If I had to make a guess what I was going to originally start with. That might be what yeah, it might be something I'm working on. Is silicon. I'm just trying to think of different things I need to build, but I think I was going to wait for this to build first, and then I would build up from there. But let's go ahead and get back into this. Go ahead and start the game up. Let it run again. There have been a couple of skirmishes in here. The Pyramid have sent destroyers. There was a intervention fleet actually that jumped in here, and it also failed to blow up that solar power plant. I mean, the Xenon just seemed to produce Ks like nobody's business. I mean, as soon as you blow up 4 of them, 4 more show back up. I mean, they're going absolutely crazy in here. So even the intervention fleet failed to really do much, even with the Asgard that they had. It did blow up parts of that solar power plant, but I think they rebuilt that pretty quickly. How are they doing otherwise? Not too bad. Xenon do have a lot more options at their disposal. There's a lot of more terraforming ships in their roster. I have not seen an H, I think they're called. Those are the carrier versions. Not seen any of those yet. I'm curious if they'll ever build any. I'm not sure they ever will, honestly. But yeah, I'm just hanging out in the Royal currently. The good old Hydra Royal Hydra. Pretty good ship. But yeah, we have to wait until that surgeon makes its way back over here with the resources I need. If that becomes a problem, I might hard pivot into a Terran roster, which I'm thinking about doing anyways. The Terrans do rip up pretty good, so I have been thinking about that. I mean, look at this. How many fighters they have? That's a crazy amount of fighters. These, I think these are VRO additions, these light frigates, or not light frigates, light carriers. That pretty much every faction now gets a light carrier. They've really meant worlds of a difference because they just carry a crap ton of fighters around. There's like, what, 1, 2, 3 of these in here. And the Pioneers are using them like crazy. I believe the Tokyo is the only real big ship they can build. I don't think they get Asgards. That might be Terran exclusive. I did think so. Yeah. Yeah, it's Terran exclusive. They don't get the bigger ones. Although, where are they getting the, That's interesting. Triton. I've not seen them. Yeah, I've not seen them build these. What are these? Triton. I've never seen one of these. Is the Akita better? No, not really. I'm not sure why I'm a little blurry either. Yeah, they must be building them in Terran's base if they're getting Tokyo's. I'm not sure where they're building them otherwise. I don't think they have access to that. I'm surprised they're not building more of these frigates then. It's got a pretty good hull. Oh, it's turrets. I don't think it has a forward-facing gun though. That might be the difference between it and the Akita. I believe the Akita has a forward-facing guns. It does. There's several of them. Akita's more of an attacking class, and maybe the Triton's more of an escort class. Could very well be. Could be. But yeah, for the time being, I've mostly just been sitting here watching them skirmish for a while now. Just seeing how the war is progressing. I've been waiting to see the Xenon really start to break out. And like they said, they have been somewhat. The factions have been putting up quite a fight though. Pretty much everywhere. Fire's Defeat is another one they've taken from someone down there. And Clarity's End, they took. The Talati, I think, are actually punching the Xenon in the face down here. I don't think they've actually been able to do much against the Talati. I think the Talati ships are also way tankier. So they might be able to take the firepower the Xenon are able to put out. Not sure how the ZOA are doing. Another Cox sector. Have to keep an eye on there. Alright, they did blow that up. Figured they would. I figured. Well, they did take Tharkus Cascade as well. It's with Argon space. I guess the nice thing for the Argon is they're not actually bordering any Xenon, besides down here, I guess. This is getting, yeah, it's been taking some pretty good hits, actually. So they must be making their way through there at some point. We've got 2 entranceways there, yeah. They must be doing something. Must be doing something. The Xenon ships do hit it pretty hard. The Ks do, anyways. The Vs, I think they might be a missile version. I don't know. There's different versions. There's a V and a K, and I'm not really sure what the difference is between the two of them. And they're trying to get some defense stations in here. They are trying. Oh. Got a little bit of a fight here.
Why?
This guy came up. I think an older version of the B. But he will not last long. And did not last long. Did he, oh yeah, he did. Because I was wondering if he launched fighters or not. All I did tell it to do was follow. So I'm assuming the interception ships should come out, and they did. And they did. Does hold 16 fighters, so it's pretty good. It's kind of what the Boron are known for, is to be swarm. So it's probably a good idea to invest in guppies. Eventually. Don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Might just send you down to me, actually. They make these little skirmishes every once in a while to come down. Poke them. Maybe they're poking holes. Just trying to take a peek in here, I think, is what they're doing. They're always right on the other side of that gate. Ready to pounce. At any moment. And I cannot take very many Ks on. If I can even take one on with that fleet. I might need to invest in gunboats or missile boats. In fire form. Might be the heavy fighters. That might be what I put the missiles on. Might be. I think you'd actually put torpedoes even on the smaller ones. Funny enough. I think you can anyways. If I teleport over here, that might fix them. Yeah, sometimes the fighters get stuck in formation flight. I don't know why. Did you pick anything up that you weren't supposed to? You did. You did. You did as well. Sometimes, I think this is a mod conflict, or this is a update conflict, but sometimes when you click, I'm gonna guess it's a mod thing, because ships will actually automatically pick up inventory items with the mod I have. And when they do that, I can't command them to do anything. So I have to jump to them and pick up the inventory items that they have. So that I can right click on them. What the guppy, did you pick something up? I'm just gonna teleport over to it. Might as well see.
Can I help?
Thank you. I have a crap ton of stuff in my inventory. What all's in there? Yeah, a crap ton of stuff. I just have I just have so much stuff. I don't even know what to do with all of it. There's just too much stuff to I could take it somewhere to sell. I mean, look at all this. There's just so much stuff in that inventory. There's 5 million in value in my inventory. You're fine, just drop cargo. They are trying to expand like crazy in boron space, so I don't blame them for doing that. They're still struggling with the fuel coils. Probably because they don't have enough Claytronics down there, and I've stopped supplying them because they are the competition. So I need my fuel coil factory to do very well. There's a lot of fuel coils sitting in my storage there. I think I might need to grab some more ships. I need them supplying. I just told that to come down here, didn't I? I mean, I will need it. Yeah, it'll be fine. That'll be fine. There's also engine parts. Engine parts seem to be really struggling with that. I think the last engine part factory that I saw was down here, actually in Great Reef. Or is it down here? Yeah, right here. It's not producing engine parts because Max Claytronics. Claytronics, big deficit of those, even though they have a crap ton of Claytronic factories now. And that's the only thing they've started to build. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be one here. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 9 Claytronics factories now. I think they built enough of them. However, they are running into a resource deficit. It's kind of the problem right now. These are actually cheap though. Not bad. You should have a crap ton of microchips though. That microchip factory, I mean, look at this thing. That is gigantic. A huge microchip factory. Yeah, and they're really cheap too. They do have a huge silicon wafer deficit though. 300,000 deficit there. That's a lot of silicon. We'll take care of that. So I need to think about the first stations that I start to build. If Claytronics are not going to be an issue, and they won't be for a minute, that will probably not be what I work towards. Again, I'll probably work towards, I think, silicon wafers. I was thinking about building a turret component factory because there's only one of those, and I don't think it's building anything currently. These might be additional factories for that specifically. They are building something over there too. Again, they just seem to really be, I don't know what the priority is with the AI, but they built way too many Claytronics factories. They're going to be blowing in Claytronics once they get those going. But there's only one turret component factory, and it is not currently building anything. Again, it's lacking Claytronics. It's lacking the very building requirements that it needs, and it's all, I don't know why, but they're not shuttling around the Claytronics. They have enough factories, but they're not pushing them around. There's a lot of Claytronics in this one too. You just can't seem to shuttle them. Probably because they're lacking engine parts. So they've fed themselves into a corner. Although this one down here should be fine. This shipyard should have enough. Yeah, it's still running a deficit though. Yeah, I don't know. AI do be kind of dumb sometimes. That is building them. They must have one good factory for that. Just saw that come up. Then immediately sold. must be what it is. They must have. It must still be producing engine parts, but not very not very quickly. Love this song. It's my favorite from the Terran DLC. I still recommend the Terran DLC. That start is a very good start to the game. If you've never played, definitely play the Terran start. If you have that DLC, I guess. And if you don't, buy the DLC. I think the headquarters lets you do design. I just don't want to start anything I don't want to finish, is all. These storylines. Again, this is kind of why I like Inner Worlds more. Because it's more of a sandbox experience. I don't really care about the story stuff, if I'm being honest. I don't. But I know there's people out there who really like the story stuff. So I can't ask that they cater to my viewpoint on it. Might be why I didn't get into upgrade stuff last time that I played regular old X4. Because I just didn't care to do the story stuff, and it got in the way all the time. You had to do the story stuff. Kind of wish these mods removed that. I can also just always put down a plot and then just kind of build one out in the creator. Most of the silicon's down here, so could just put one down. This would be too large of an area. These, I'm sure that's probably fine. Did I get silicon? Yeah, I did. It does require argon stuff, though. Argon, never seen that one. Argon components. The crazy docks. So how do I want to design one of these? Probably nothing too large. It's the center of this. Not there. That looks right. Prefer build mode. Is that what I was screwing up? Might have been. Okay. Or I could do the cross 2 instead of that. Is it red there? It's gotta be the center, right? I feel off there, but that's fine. It is fine. Do some weird stuff here. Just kind of smash everything together, you know? Just see what happens. Smash it together. See what comes out at the end. I say. Well, that won't go there. We'll go over here. Why won't you go there? What's wrong with that? Some weird bugs sometimes. It should go there. Oh, it's not. It's choosing not to, for some reason. I bet one of these will go there, though. That won't go there either. How strange. I can't delete that. It'll go there. Where do we want the dock? Maybe up? Yeah, maybe. This wants to cooperate. It does not want to cooperate. Come on. Oh boy. There we go. What should I build this? Where is it? Sometimes they just don't want to go together. I don't know why. Put that lower. This feels like not the right thing to do, in my opinion. Thought that would work. Honestly, that'll work. It's a little over everything else, though. Don't think so. Will this work? That lines up with that if it wants to? For some reason it doesn't want to sometimes? No, that's too big. Why won't that go there? That should totally go there. I don't know why it's not flipping into that. Very strange. Definitely should. I mean, they have a lot of space there. Why is it not? It's the piece. Oh, see, even that won't go there. I think this is a UI bug. Does that sometimes. It do be like that sometimes. We do want storage. Solids and container. This feels wrong in some capacity. This doesn't. This is a weird factory. Alright, don't judge me. This is a strange, a very strange factory. Oh boy. It's gonna be uneven. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, screw it. That'll be fine. Probably.
Awaiting orders.
Don't know how many people this is gonna need. The actual production over here. Let's see, why is that not going on there? That would totally be fine. Does not appear to want to go on there for some reason. Oh, does not appear to be an option. For some reason. There's a lot of clearance there. What about now? Still not. I can build them over there. Something's not rendered correctly in here. Something's not right. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Weird, something's not right. And this, I don't know what it is. This is not right. Uh oh, what happened to music? We're good. Let's go ahead and save this. Silicon refinery. That is embarrassing. That's not how to spell refinery. Okay. Not confirming anything. I do need to get out of this though. Okay, let's go back in there. So what was the issue here? Maybe we'll just grab this collider. Yeah, now it's fine. Except for these. It's still in the way over here. Oh, weird. Now it's fine. How strange. Now it's red. Why? Why? What's wrong with you? Why are you red? Should not be red. Still on the list, so it's fine. Just start plopping them down. What do we need? Silicon and energy cells. That's all this needs. Don't know how many factories I'm gonna put in here. This is going to be a weird one. We should make at least 4 of them, I would think. That was green a moment ago, wasn't it? What happened? Could also build them upside down. True, I could. Just flip them. And we'll have 6. Just like that. Oh, boom. Boy, this is a weird looking factory. Don't look at that too hard. This is a weird looking factory. Why did I do this? What was the purpose of that? I could put another one of these like right in the middle there. But why would I? I feel like that would be too close to the end. What? Yeah, see, now I can't even... Yeah, it doesn't work. I could put one of these in there. I don't know why I would. Kind of a crazy looking one. But all I'm doing is messing with that. I'm not actually gonna build it yet. Something to think about. How are they doing down here? Pretty much how they were doing before. Just not horribly, but not well. Locals are still doing pretty well. Looks like they actually paid me. I think they did. Credits. They did. 5 million. They did indeed. I could start one anyways. I could start it. Again, I'm just afraid of Xenon running in here is all. I'm lacking a starter, real big starter fleet. We could do it. We could do it. What am I using these silicon wafers for? That's a good question. What am I using them for? Could also do graphene. Microchips? Could do microchips. They require Claytron, silicon wafers. What does it take to build turret components? I think that's what I was building up to. Or even engine parts. I don't think, did I buy that yet? I don't think I did. I'll take a look at that real quick. I think turret components require antimatter cells, if I remember. No, they require scanning arrays and quantum tubes. They do require microchips, but they require a bunch of other things. Scanning arrays, quantum tubes. So what do... Did I buy those things yet? I don't think I did. I should go buy those things. Oh, there is engine parts. That's all that requires, antimatter and refined metals. Interesting. Does antimatter require? Hydrogen. And energy cells. I could... The thing is, energy cells are not real productive in this sector. So I don't know how well that would go for us. Let's confirm module changes. I'm not going to start it yet. I'm not going to put any money in there. I need to go back and buy those modules from the shipyard. Off you go. For the time being. I do believe the Argon have a lot of really cheap Claytronics, actually. I was buying them from them, or was it Antigone? I was buying from the Antigone, right?
Entering system.
Yeah, I was buying from here. Yeah, they've got a lot really cheap Claytronics. I could just buy from them. Yeah, even on the secondary factory. Wow. Oh wait, they got 3? Sheesh, yeah, I should be buying Claytronics from them. That'd be fine. The Boron are just getting their production started, so... Oh, there's a fight. Does not look like the Pioneers are going to win that one, though. Oh, there's a dead Asgard. Yeah, Terran intervention fleet did show up in here too. You can see the vague outline of the Asgard. It did blow up an eye. I don't know if that corpse is still around.
Entering system. Great.
I don't think it is. Yeah, not sure about that one. See how they're doing. I think the LS has helped. It seems pretty clear, crisp for a big fight like this. Although I'm also not in sector, so. Now the other Osaka blew up. This guy is not long for this world. Not long. And it gone. Dead. Poor soul never made it. That's a crap ton of defense drones. Holy. What is with that? Why is there so many? Is that from the defense station? Must be. Commander in here? There's the commander. Look at all these Ks. There was well, there's Vs. 2 V, 3 Vs, 4 Vs, 1 K, 5 Vs, another K. Oh, holy hell, look at all these Ks. I mean, they can produce these really fast. All it takes for them to build these is raw ore and energy cells. That's all it takes for them to build their ships. So I guess it's not that surprising. What's this Tokyo doing? Surviving is all it's doing. If even that. Will not live for long though. We do not survive for long. Oh, I'm missing messages, by the way. What the hell? I apologize. This not catching up. Sorry about that. Oh, this isn't. Oh, remove Twitch for some reason. Why does it do that? Why did it do that? How strange. I apologize. I don't know why that's. Weird, you think it would be. Why would it not display that? I apologize. I am missing messages. It was not on purpose. This multi-chat was supposed to show that. Well, I guess I'll have to figure that out later. Turn that off. Sorry about that. I can pop the chat out instead. Pop them both out. That'll work better. Weird. I don't know why I did that. Sorry about that. I did not realize that was off. Well, a little late for that. I think these were right when I started stream. Jeez. That does not help any. Oh well. Such is life. I'll have to update that. I don't know why. I have a multi-chat program and it, for whatever reason, turned off Twitch. I don't think YouTube was even working. That's what happens when you update an app. And they push these updates so often. Just decide to randomly log you out of a program. And then you miss messages. Ugh. Actually pretty cheap for a factory. I think I did one at one point. Want to make like a template factory. I think that was supposed to be the field coil factory. Pretty sure that's why I have that on there. Oh well. Yeah, plasma conductor factory is the same way. Well, now I have a new template factory. So we'll use that instead. Let's jump over to the representative office. My blueprint. Build modules to eventually get. So I need what? I will eventually need to get those. Electronics would be really nice. Scanning arrays. Oh, I do have quantum too. I mean, I know why that's so expensive. That's the building production. I mean, I could totally afford that. I could totally afford all of these. There's all of my money. 100 million to 37. I didn't need that. I never needed it anyways. Oh, I did buy all of the DMC games. They were all on sale. I don't know if they're still on sale, but all of the DMC games were on sale. I did want to try streaming those at some point. I don't know when. Might stream DMC 1 tomorrow, maybe. I've been thinking about it. I wonder how bad the controls are for those games. I should jump in and see how they handle. That's Boron Trader. Trying to get down there. Got pulled into a fight. Poor lad. You will definitely be coming down. Actually, hold on. Before you go anywhere else, all orders over here. We're gonna teleport to that guy. So he's got inventory items he shouldn't have. I really should get rid of that mod. That seems to be causing these issues. Although I've seen on the forums that this might also just be unique to the update. Don't know if that's a... I don't know. I don't know if that's unique to the update or not. Like, why are these guys picking up stuff that I can't click on them for? That doesn't make any sense. They're just miners. A quantum factor?
Entering reflected stars.
Oh yeah, I did. Right there. Duh. Be trading on my behalf. COA factory in a interworlds sector. Funny. Me taking these. Do they even need these? Not really. I will need to build a trade station eventually as well. I've seen the light on their usefulness. They're good distribution centers. Alright, let's jump over here. Good thing I gave myself teleport. That would just be horrible. I should have given myself more.
Can I help?
Should have given myself all of them. It's kind of stupid. If I ever do a restart, I'm going to make sure I get a teleport to level 3.
Entering system. Rogue's demise.
Let's have you... I don't know where you can deposit that hydrogen. Way down here. That shall do. Yeah, what's the sunlight in this sector again?
Entering
Ooh, 41. Eesh. 181 at Heretic Send though. Maybe take Heretic Send just for the sunlight. Perhaps, perhaps. Still waiting on those goods. They are almost down here though.
Entering towering way.
And we'll be able to finish up the factory or the defense platform. Or at least get it to a part where we can finish. Kinda. I'm not taking these burying me. Turret components, how nice though. Are we done with the song list? Must be. Must be. Oh, yep, you are. Okay. Let's find another OST track. Not you. Hold on. Original. All soundtracks. It's alright. There's the Kingdom's End, Tides of Avarice. Could do that. For the Tides of Avarice one. I heard the soundtrack. I don't usually play pirates, so I don't really care about the Vigor and the Syndicate a whole lot, admittedly. So I never really go over to that sector. Don't really care.
Entering system sanctuary.
Oh, surgeons, there it is. It's in sector. Come on, baby. Finish it up. Get that defense station down, and then we can claim a sector. That will be nice.
Entering system Great Reef.
Is this guy dropping off? Oh, that might have been the turret components. It was. It indeed was. Indeed. Indeed. So weirdly looking defense station. It's supposed to be in front of that gate down there. Kind of like a wall. But again, a little nervous. Don't want to post up right in front of that gate yet. Once this is done, then I'll think about it. Not even sure that'll really work. May not. Cocoa Factory is still doing really well. A lot of argon buyers for some reason. Not many boron anymore. They were buying them up. Probably because they don't need them anymore. I've supplied them with enough field coils. I guess they don't need them anymore.
Awaiting orders.
That should finish up that sensor array. I think that will give me access to the whole sector as far as view. They're inter-sector sensor arrays, I know that. That should help me out with that. Walrus? Where's the sturgeon? It's in there somewhere. Oh, too zoomed in. Enhance. Enhance. In there somewhere. It might be out of render range. Oh, up there it is. It was high. Sturgeon. Enhance. How small that thing is compared to the Icarus. They're supposed to be the same class of freighter too. How are pioneers? Yeah, it didn't even get close to jumping through that. What about over here, Holy Vision? Yeah, they didn't take that blowing up very lightly, it looks like. I'm probably gonna blow up that whole part factory. Probably shouldn't have made them that mad. And how about over here? Boron are holding on over here. Not too bad. They do have some skirmishes with the ZYA up there. Sometimes. She is docked. It is trading. I'm getting some weird. I should turn VSync on.
Hydra.
Help out a little bit. Seem to be some kind of weird distortion sometimes. Yeah, they're still showing that. It might just be a view distance. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too much enhancing. Jeez, who hides these OST soundtracks in the game? You just don't place them out enough. Just never hear them. Alright, it is done. That should advance that. Okay, it is. About 5 minutes to make that. Does the direction matter where that's facing? I have no idea. I don't know if that matters at all. Don't know. Good. All right, we got some traders here to use once we do start up the silicon wafer stuff, which I am going to. I need you to trade hydrogen there. Also make some microchips and graphene, perhaps. Do you need energy cells? You need that. Could be a couple energy cell factories in here though. Although I think they're expensive. No, they're cheap. Yeah, they've got a lot. They've got quite a few. Oh yeah, 128. Pretty good. How is... Still just kind of looking at each other. That's what they're doing. This fleet, I swear, could totally bulldoze us. Like right now. If they just went through the gate right now, they would catch them off guard. But for some reason, the Xenon just don't want to move. I don't know why. Biding their time, maybe. Sure. You think they'd be a little bit more aggressive than that? Where is dynamic war intervals? I mean, all events ready to go. They are at, oh wait, they're currently level 9, not level 10. Xenon fleet sizes. I could make them large. I could. Boy, that would be a crazy thing to do, wouldn't it? But I'm pretty crazy. I'm kind of crazy, though. He's crazy. There is a Tokyo on the other side. That really wouldn't stop that fleet, though. There's how many Ks in here? Well, Vs and Ks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in there. Pretty sure they could take on one Tokyo if they wanted to. I do really like this game. It's just one of those things. It's my go-to game, clearly. As everybody can see on my channel. Love to play the game. Has its problems, like every other game. Also has its good points, like every other game. But I think we are going to play DMC tomorrow. Maybe DMC 1. It sounds fun to me. Sounds pretty good. What's this? What are they building here? It doesn't say. What value? This is precious. Oh god, that was horrible. That was a horrible impression. Alright, that view's done. Did that open up? Pretty big area. It didn't do the hallway, but it's still a pretty big area. If I built another one, that would be fine. It's a very large. I guess you could build one in the middle. That would be better. Maybe why they build them in the center. I was wondering why there was a circle around these defense stations. Why is this one so huge? It only has one, like the rest of them, but it's much larger in its area. Could also be sector dependent. One sector might be just bigger than the other ones. Smaller. Pretty big area though on these sensors. Yeah, this is an expanded area though. We'll let that finish up building. It won't be finished until it gets every resource it needs, which it's lacking advanced electronics heavily. That I have not seen around a whole lot. There is an advanced electronic deficit. That's something I need to invest in. Advanced composites, antimatter cells. That might be something they're trying to build. Advanced electronics. Yeah, it's got a Claytronics issue. Yes, it does. I'm gonna have to build one of those, I think. What does it take to supply one of those? Requires quantum tubes and microchips. Pretty much everything requires those. So that is something I should be putting some effort into, is quantum tubes and microchips, from my understanding here. So fluid coolant. Also something I need to put some stuff into. What does this need? Helium. Requires helium. Which we have both. Helium, hydrogen, a lot of hydrogen. Methane or silicon, just don't have ice. Or nevidium. The only two we're missing. Everything else is good though. I think that's the last module. No, trading pure is also part of that. And that should claim that sector once that administration system, that building is done. Should, anyways. Look at that big old satellite ring. Savage Spur change from owner. Antigone Republic to... no? Savage Spur.
Awaiting orders.
Here. That might be Xenon. It did not go up there. Could be. Could be. Did you see the Triple I announcement for X4? Yes. I did watch that. The big old diplomacy update. That should be coming. I did see, I think I saw a leak of what that's supposed to look like. Don't know if it's going to be that impressive, I'll be honest. What in the world are those building drones doing? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure EgoSoft will do a good job of implementing diplomacy, but it's probably going to take some time, knowing them. So it definitely won't be perfect at first. But I am looking forward to it. Some actual diplomacy would be nice in a game that is centered around empire building. I guess I shouldn't say centered around, but it's a component of it. I hope everyone put it at war. At least, yeah, it feels a lot more lived in. Because right now everybody just kind of vibes unless they're getting attacked by Xenon, or the story demands that they attack each other or something along those lines. I would like that kind of helps the sandbox feel to the game along, you know, and that I will definitely be for that. So if they just keep doing that, I'm cool with that. Please continue to make it feel a little bit more sandboxy, in my opinion. I don't want to always constantly do story missions, especially after I've done them all. Although I've not actually done all of them. I may have just lied. That might be a lie. Alright, that is almost done. I've not actually done the split storyline. Or the parented, if there is one. Some mini quest get agents for each faction or something? Probably, yeah. Oh, Chivo. What'd I do? Play mini sector. Oh. This is the first time I've ever done this in base game. Our first sector, Watchful Gaze. It is now mine. Yeah, there probably will be like some kind of fetch quest though, involved in diplomacy. I should go over there and dock now. Let's go hang out at the defense station. Take me over there. I am royalty after all. I don't fly anymore, not like the plebeians. I have my own courier. Interesting how mods change diplomacy as well. I mean, diplomacy is basically already in with mods. It's exactly what this mod that I'm running right now actually does. What the Deadair scripts do. There's what, the extensions tab here? Dynamic Wars. It's exactly what it does already. Except diplomacy, you'd have a bit more manual control on that a bit. Well, for you anyways, maybe not for everyone else. Put me down. Oh, game's got save. Haven't done that in a while. I need to change my faction symbol. Haven't been able to find one that's really that good. for what I'm going with vibes wise. My faction currently is actually is actually supposed to be a vanguard force for a eldritch horror faction that I'm trying to make. So I haven't really been able to find a symbol for that yet. That's kind of why I like the Boron, because they have a unique design to them. They're kind of eldritchy, you know, if they wanted to be. That'd be cool to see flesh ships in X4. I know that they're planning that for Stellaris. Like an organic faction. Engineering section, what's that? I think I know what that is. It's just yeah, it's just a little area. Running a pirate run? I got ya. Yeah, I've heard, it seems like a lot of people do pirate runs. I've never really been into them. I don't want to mess with the jank part of it. It is a bit more difficult though, because like, you know, like you just said there, you really don't have access to ships, especially when you're basically at war with everyone. You've been raiding their trade lines. I have like there are observation sections to the game, I thought. I'm pretty sure there is. I just haven't bought those modules. Oh, you know what they're from? They're from timelines. That's right. That's right. Well, manager's office it is. I believe my own office is actually at the headquarters. That's fine. Too bad the manager's office in the Boron docks is like inside the docking area. Alright, well that's the sector done. Let's go ahead and start the silicon factory. Go away. Drop your cargo. That's fine. Won't hurt you. Let's start this guy. How much does it need? 12? That's fine. Just buy our way in. I actually can't take you off yet, I don't think, can I? No. Not until it's actually done. Problem is that's not going to be done for a while. So it requires advanced electronics. I could try to search around for shield and turret components, I suppose. Who has some like cheap turret components? That's bot. Seemed like the Antiquity did. But yeah, I was watching that. Oh, I need to send somebody up here again. Can't see any of their turret components. Pretty sure the Antiquity has a pretty good supply of them. Look how many factories they have. There it is right there. Let's go see that. You do something. And then shield components. Where would they have that? Scanning array. Weapon components. Shield component. We're all sending to advanced electronics. some down there. I don't know about the Archon. I think they're a little behind the Antiquity. I think they're busy just warring it out right now. The Antiquity is not really getting involved. Other than their own borders. These guys. This is such a huge force. I believe in the Xenon. They could totally take them. Although that is a lot of fighters. Yeah, but what are they outfitted with, though? They probably don't have torps. I like the look of this sector. There's a lot of debris in it. I think that's from the Xenon blowing up the sector, basically. Yeah, they don't have torps. Those don't look like torps to me. Just staring at them. Where'd my scout go? Pretty fast. There he is. What do they got? Oh, dude, I could totally buy these. They're cheap. How much do I need? Oop. Where is... I need 14k. Although someone's bringing me something. Right? No, I need... Yeah, 14... 334... 14, 334... Where is... Ways to go to get it, but... It'll get it done. Oh, I can't even take that many. I thought I could smash them in there a little bit more than that. Trade with? That'll be fine. Probably. Although now with all the modules done, this should be done. Turrets and stuff like that should just pop in, I think. I do also need to get drones. So I don't know what this does. Behavior inspection. I have no idea. Anyways, that actually might be where I have to stop for now. Actually, sorry for leaving so early, but I got some things I gotta take care of today, so I gotta get going. I am gonna save here. Tomorrow, we're doing some DMC, I think. Maybe original Devil May Cry. Unless I can't get it to run or something. I'll give it a try, though. I'm curious to see how those are. I've never played them. The only one that I've played is DMC 5. I've never played the first 4. But I do want to give it a try tomorrow. So we'll play some of that. I am gonna save here. Go ahead and save. My dog will let me do that. Thank you. Licking my hand. Gotta go out. He's gotta go out. Alright, buddy. We'll go out. But, yeah, thanks for as always. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry that chat room wasn't working at the start of the stream today. I don't know why. I'm sure what was going on there. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. EST. Play some DMC and see how it goes from there. Thank you all. I do appreciate it. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.